As it currently exists as a housing organization, evolved from a dining co-op that was started in the Dinkytown area in 1939. Late 60s, early 70s, the market had changed, and at that time they reorganized.
It was a natural thing to take this dining co-op at that point and say, gee, what can we do with it? In those days, there was a whole era and a whole idea of let's get in charge of our living and let's get in charge of our food, and student housing was a good place to start.
The cooperative model really represents an alternative to the status quo. This idea of community members being equal.
It's really an empowering experience, much different than just showing up and occupying a room in the university for 4 or 5 years and then moving on to do something else.
A housing cooperative to me is an opportunity for people to invest in their own community.
You don't feel like you're just renting an apartment from some other abstract force out there who is controlling you, but that you have control in not just your living situation, but in a community.
We get together, we make decisions, we're able to give back to our community and give back to ourselves. And it's a great way for people to come together and create the kind of community they want to live in. I think that you take a greater pride in your community when you know that you have a stake in what you're doing. And I think that's the whole idea of cooperatives.
There's a popular saying, we own it, and that's absolutely it. It's very cool to see, a large apartment complex that is actually owned by college students. Getting involved is as simple as attending a board meeting.
Board meetings are policy, they're budget, they're maintenance, they're concerns, their ideas, they're anything that people need them to be.
You can get a lot of people in the room who care about making a difference, and a lot of great things can come out of that.
So we have an education and development budget, and that goes into a large pool, and we as the board of directors and as a cooperative use that money to educate and to develop our community and our co-op.
One of the things that I value most about working at Riverton is the diverse community.
The Chateau building is probably about 80% international population.
There's no barrier to having people from different walks of life being together.
For a long time, we've been looking for an expansion opportunity. We want to increase the availability of the housing we offer.
We are building the new home of the 4th Street Housing Cooperative. It had been a 16-unit building built back in the 60s, and it's now being redeveloped into a 66-unit building. In any past projects, we sort of inherit a home for the cooperatives, and this is the first time that we're going to be able to, from the ground up, design it for community and for the exact purposes of the community.
I'm excited for other things we can do and other ways that we can continue to build community here.